Hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. This will probably be a short video. I'm just going to be doing the last of the main scenario before, Dawn Trail comes out in the summer. I think that's what it's called, Dawn Trail, I forget. This will probably be a short video. I don't know if Final Fantasy will be a thing that I play until then, like in terms of like actually playing. Been getting into ESO a lot, and a game just came out, Power World, and the Tekken 8's coming out, so I kind of want to try those. But yeah, so I'll get this, and then it might be up for Final Fantasy for a bit, unless of course me and Toasty do like some whatever shenanigans when one door closes. Cheese, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldesion request your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldesion Annex at once. Ojiko awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Azdaja the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there's still much and more for her to see. Oh yeah, I didn't even know it's still dragging. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. So go ahead and go. God, it feels weird playing this game after playing ESO for so long. I really want to bring my mount out too. Wait, can I? I don't think I can, right? This is my mount button. Mount unavailable in this location. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Cheese. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Crown Graha. Thank you for coming on such short notice, and forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void, to say of nothing of your grueling battle against this wolf. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Cheese to meet. He also mentioned that he would be attending to business at the stadium. Shall we look for him there? Oh, is it gonna be the female Rothgar or whatever the fuck they're called? The female furry. Whoops. Now then, where is Aaronville?
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman.
Really? I feel like it's ordinary cat. Well, I guess
I'm
you're a
Tiamat,
cat girl.
claimant to
For
the
real.
throne of Tulihuela.
Cat girl.
Tuli Yolol.
I'm not gonna be able to
It's
pronounce that
Tural's
word at all.
governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course, of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wooklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Oh, little sad ears.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. No.
I'll think about it.
This is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention. It's strictly a rumor, nothing more. Golden City, I've heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuli Yolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail,
Oh, I just noticed her little earring
no
too.
simple thing.
Like,
If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
So that's one. Okay, well, Graha. The game is afoot. The chance to see not only Tyrol but the fabled Golden City. Besides, this is the step of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it as part of your hunt. Perhaps you might answer the petition. The isle is in fire, and we should also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrol. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or I'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Still thinking. Face. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. Are we gonna get a preview of her being the Pictomancer or whatever? The rest of you are ready? Let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Oh, I guess I should use this. Oh, down there. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Fuck. So we had to take a ship, and I barely set foot on dry land. Oh, well, I suppose it's for a good cause, a hunt. Come on, let's get going. Okay, a lot of cutscenes. Oh, is this just the dungeon or whatever? That's pretty cool.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
She's stupid.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Oh, right. Forgot we're in a... What do you call it?
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but
Like
I'll
these
take down
penguins.
any that thinks to try me.
God. It's been a minute. It feels so weird.
Our fill.
How did I... Okay. I don't know how I opened that.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah! Taste my axe!
Taste my ass.
These animals are usually so docile.
So can I not give the eye to someone? I guess not. Thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are Cheese, the adventurer who saved our star. With that, our meeting was under bitter circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. You give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Hype me up a little bit.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skills here. Whatever. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this. What's ill?
Wow.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Find a ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
No, not that way. Oh, there you go. I'm not sure if they're following me or... You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh, over there. Let's go look at poop. Going stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
No, I think that's it.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
I already don't like her. Oh. Never mind, I guess that's the one.
Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
She got scared.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Wonder if Kryle's gonna come save the day. Oh, okay. We can say what cat.
Talk all you like, Bird.
I
I'm
move.
going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Ugh. Just poop on. Oh, it's Kryle.
I've got you.
Oh, not her.
That was too close.
Very nice.
Steady now.
Spread out, everyone!
Ow.
You pay for that.
Uh-oh. I don't know how much time I had.
Thank you.
Oh, I just noticed the bar. Sorry, Graha. No, you hack. Really? Are you for real? The whole thing? Oh, resume per midway. Oh, thank God. I was about to say. Ugh. I was about to put that shit on easy if I had to do all that just to run through it, because, I mean, yeah, I wasn't going to do all that again.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah,
seen such an enormous colibri.
Matur, quickly, gather together. I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
I think I'm close to when he did it again. I feel like I'm killing him faster. Wonder if it does get easier, you can go on normal if you fail.
Spread out, everyone!
Oh, it's this part.
You pay for that. Thank you.
Oh. Actually, I'm gonna heal too.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this. Nothing to it. We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Big dumb bird.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected.
Uh-huh.
You were pretty
Fraidy
impressive
cat.
yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks! Dirty tricks!
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily.
Leave this to me!
So fucking stupid.
Cryle.
Crazy doing something for once, crowd.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
You're not invited though.
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wooklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
She was useless.
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you.
The right choice.
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
Because you're useless.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed.
Wait, so she said he changes his style, so I wonder if his class changes if you're like a healer or tank or something to
I
fit.
must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja.
Jaja.
That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, It was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
With the wildlife pacified and the researcher safe, our task is complete. It just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. Better or worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Charlie and the Last Stand. Come let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. I probably should have. Well, how lazy am I? Well, now there's a Pam's space. If I've ever seen one, can I get you cheese? A whole bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like here.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Zero spreading the super spicy salsa.
It's It's nothing I can't handle.
I feel like that wouldn't help.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Wait, he's not the brother though, because he's the. She said he was a cat, right? Mkote, whatever.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Oh, okay.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Or any of the other 2. Wait, is there 4? I forget already. But as long as it's not the guy who wants to
I
go to war.
understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Whether Wook Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. The coming dawn. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wook Lamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider and rotation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? New Manon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. Talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here, I'm confident we'll find a report so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Oh wait, is there even, oh, I guess the studium. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallachia tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachi's art and make the animal's powers my own, and as no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallachie. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Oh, I never got this. I didn't even wonder if it was, whoops. A lookout. Numenon, the pride of the studio and parent institution to the great Google Library. This massive collection of scrolls and tombs is the largest of its kind. Knowledge from the corner of the world is collected here, and efforts to compile the Bibliotheca Historica, the ultimate repository of wisdom, is an endeavor without end. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even the ubiquitous papato. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Leminzan sailor named Kettenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Kettenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation Mamul Jah. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Kettenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Leminza. The most notable of these was the papato, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Kettenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Kenram Circle, Tyrol largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Learn about the food. We got one down there, and then one more to the right here. Every land was given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent Tyrol is no exception. Yet, while some other creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tomb. I always get like tome and tomb mixed up. I think it's tome, and then tomb is T-O-M-B, but tome is T-O-M-E, I think. This tome introduces a select variety of species, as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tyrol's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tyrol. The Mammulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. A Valley Garmanda, Tyroli folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Leather-bound book. Excuse me. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of three great continents in Tyrol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsebard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garlians. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tyrol waged war with one another for generations, stimulated by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungles. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Mammulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of the feat. Truly, it is a testament to the greatness. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tyrol, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Gratia will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. That Ishtola. Scour or whatever. Can't stop yawning. The library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books fully dedicated to the subject of Tyrol. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Voice? Damn it. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book in cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrol within. Among them, did anything particular pique your interest? Who was the cat? Oh yeah, the blue magic stuff. Honestly, the food thing was probably the most interesting. The popotos. As have I, despite having enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving popotos. As a keep, well, they were a boon to sailors, and it was that same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which sees popotos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resultant product was apparently used in a stew by people in mountainous regions. I should like to sample that dish one day. That and all the unique cuisines of that vast continent. Moving on, did you perchance learn about the fauna of Tyrell? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about Valagarmanda. Know how to get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beasts. Fortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales, hard as steel, that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. Thought I heard familiar voices. Missed you guys. Fancy running into the two of you here. Oh well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that we may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Radz-at-Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. What of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here to this day? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrell. Dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliol law ourselves. The contest is cheese and only one allowed to help Wilclamette. There was no mention of such restrictions, as I recall. On the contrary, Wilclamette gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, alpha male. We have planning to do. Alize, wait. Besides, it would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Okay, well, I'm lazy. ESO has just spoiled me. You just mount like damn near everywhere, except the inside of buildings. Voice acted, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wilclamette's request?
Never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. I'm kind of leaning to the top one and the bottom one because I mean you're gonna go obviously, but it's like don't want to get involved with the politics of it, but it's also like the dude wants to wage war, so it's just making sure he doesn't win, so it's not getting too involved. But nothing else is happening here, so I just go and never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
The main thing I gotta think about or get to is like, gotta get a new outfit for the next expansion. New glamour. Oh. Did he overhear? You can go tell Urinator and Stola and everyone and get the gang back together. I mean, it showed everyone in the trailer. I gotta rewatch the new one because they added, I guess, Cryo to it. Welcome back. She's really for Clamat. She's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Like, oh, okay. I can just go in there. Hang on, before I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna watch the trailer afterward. God, I'm looking at that map really hard.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Never been one turned down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
Here, you give me money, bitch.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
whole gang.
Alphino, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
Pout.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Just want Thancred to like bust in the doors.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away, just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Goodbye,
But
Catboy.
Raha,
Trading one bitch for another. Eyes wide.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
thank you, Raha.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There.
Is it more of a map? Oh, this is
This,
just
my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
South America, North America. That is a cool screenshot. I think you just play that song like at any time, it just makes everything feel more hype. Endwalker. That wasn't the most solid, I think, ending story-wise, but it was still very, you know, it was enjoyable. Alpha male. Oh yeah, where's Thancred? They didn't even show him. Again, smirk. Wonder if he's just gonna gather them when we leave. The art is really good though. I don't remember if this played at the end of like the main scenario. Damn, sexy cat boy. Yeah, sexy cat girl. Whatever her next outfit is gonna be, they gotta make it like a banger. And I feel like they need to give Astinian something in the last. Like, he doesn't need to be that armored up as much. That's like soldier shit. I feel like yeah, like something more lax, like Thancred has. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Taru. I thought she was gonna like come in and say that she would handle the student stuff, but I don't know if she was like a Charlian. I don't think so. I wonder how they even met her. Hi, Mom. Oh god, please be gone forever. Oh, are they gonna show the pictures of the lead up to everything? I think I took screenshots, like on every other credit one. But this one was fine. I didn't really care for Zero and all that stuff. With the 13th or whatever that it is on the other side. I don't even remember seeing Urinator at all during this, the quest. I forget where I was at too, because I don't remember if when I beat Endwalker if there was already post-patch stuff like already, and then I had to get caught up. That was a nice moment. I like that. The little magical girl, Stola, whatever. Oh damn, Rad's a Han coming in hot. I don't think this will speed up the pictures. You kind of want to watch it just to remember, but it's also like then it's probably gonna be super fucking long. Oh, I think I hid the thing, that's what I was doing. Oh, he was the first one, I think. Forget, there was like 4 of those masked dudes or whatever. Oh yeah, he was the first one, I'm pretty sure. She was the second. Elephant. Close up. That stuff with Zero just felt like so random now. Like, why even bother with that if they were just gonna do the Dawn Trail stuff? I really do feel like they wanted to do something with the 13th, but maybe they felt like it would be too much like Shadowbringers or something. Yeah, we don't need to see it all. Lest you wonder about your passage to Tirala, Aaron will arrange a ship through his guild, and you need only worry about your preparation. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. The little knapsack. Oh, does it say something? Meanwhile, in Limsa Lamenza. ERP. Oh.
When does the next ship set sail?
Oh, okay. See, this I can get down with.
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
I wonder if I'm just gonna run into them there because they all, like, coincidentally decided to go out west. New Mountain, Old Star, I guess everyone. White hair gang.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Did I change his voice actor? Again. To contend with us.
Prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Oh, they're one of the people asked them.
Thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
I wonder if someone else, one of the other contestants asked them or something.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
So I wonder why Estinian's going.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Yustola, where are you?
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Weigh anchor now, and the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. And there it is. And now you gotta wait until summer or whatever. I wanted to see the knapsack. But oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just sort. So it's a knapsack, so is that under fashion? Little backpack. Forget how to turn off the HUD. Scroll lock, yeah. What kind of shot do I want like that? Something like that, sure. Low poly-ass water. Okay, get the mouse cursor out of there. F12. And that is it. Thank you for maybe watching. Have a good day and or night. And I don't know when Final Fantasy will be back. If not before Dawn Trail, then it should be back when Dawn Trail comes out. Around that time. Thank you again. Have a good day. And or night. And penis. Hey, I forgot to put this part, or to watch this. I just ended the, before I ended the video, whatever. So I'm just gonna tag this in at the end. It's just the full trailer. I didn't see the full thing. I think Toasty mentioned something about Kryl being in it and some other stuff, so we just see. Looks kind of shitty. 1080p. I only got 1440.
Ah, blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
Still wearing his armor though.
This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Oh, he said someone has two heads. Or the cat girl. You can get all the little cute creatures.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
Or Tancred will get him. Fucking liar, said you weren't gonna come. Whoa, nice bridge.
look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
You and your adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage?
Oh, is she gonna be in the boat with us? Yep.
At last we are come to the land you call the New World. My home. Tural.
Big sexy. That was cool. Definitely gonna get it, of course, but yeah, I don't think I'll be blown away by it, but I think it'll will still be decent, at least, I hope. And I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Can't be mad at it. Thank you again to everybody watching. Have a good day and good night and penis.